A Nigerian is about to be sent to prison just because he spoke up for the welfare of the army.
We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. Call the minister. Let them call the minister. Let them call the minister. Let them call the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. I don't know. I don't know. I was going inside. We want to see the minister. Stop running. We must see the minister. We must see the minister. Nigerians, we are the Federal Ministry of Justice. We are the Federal Ministry of Justice. We are Nigerians. We are citizens and not refugees. Justice Park has done nothing. Justice Park has done nothing. We want to see the minister. It is our right. Protest is our right. Protest is a fundamental human right. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. If you're in Abuja, come outside.
So many of you might be wondering, how did this all start? The whole issue of Justice Track, what did he do? So let's go into it.
But let's now shift gears and take another story, where a new video from the content creator and activist Mark Justice, also known as Justice Crack, has sparked a flurry of reactions as he shares pictures of the food Nigerian soldiers in Maiduguri are given during their service. So in this clip posted on Thursday, he raises the question as to why younger Nigerians would be incentivized to join the military when, as we've discussed before, the salaries are uncompetitive and the food leaves much to be desired. Let's take a look.
Nigerians, look at the food that your soldiers are eating. I uploaded a video few hours ago. It never even reached 1 hour. A military personnel sent me this picture. This guy sent me this picture. And I asked, what's this picture? He said, this is what they feed them morning, afternoon, and night in Maiduguri. If you know Maiduguri, you know that is the hub of insecurity in Nigeria. Those guys face death every day. They do the worst every day. But look at what they're feeding them.
And Dr. Abati, in an interesting twist also on Thursday, the same content creator got another image within the hour of posting that first video from a member of the Nigerian Air Force showing the food that they're given while serving the country. Let's take a look at that.
Look at what they're feeding your Air Force officers. Look at what they're feeding your Air Force officers. So how do you expect them to be efficient? How do you expect them to work? How do you expect more people to join this army? This Air Force, imagine Air Force. Do you know what is Air Force? One of the respected force in Nigeria. You see what you did? See that rice? That rice does not have any nutrition. Look at their bar. Look at the soup. Are they prisoners?
Now, the point of these videos isn't just to show the food the members of the armed forces are getting. Beyond that, it's also to contextualize these images with this report from the Daily Trust this week that said that the federal government spent well over 600 million naira on the rehabilitation, infrastructure, and reintegration of terrorists under Operation Safe Corridor. So when people see images like this, it raises questions about spending, priorities, and of course, like he said, Dr. Abati, the nutritional value. I mean, it's important, right, for our armed services to receive?
Well, you know, a few years back, maybe 2 years now, or is it 1 year, Senator Adams Ushomale stood up on the floor of the Senate of the Federal Republic and raised questions about what the military hierarchy had been doing with the tons of money being given to the military. And he cited the example of some of the military chiefs diverting the money to their villages to go and set up structures, vainglorious projects. At that time, there was some debate about it, but Nigeria quickly moved away. Now, military chiefs should be called to question. Because Nigeria, when you look at the budget, defense usually gets the lion's share of the budget. And Nigerians understand, given the challenges with security that we have. Now, the problem here, used through the symbolism, the image of the feeding of the soldiers on the war front, explains that look, while the chiefs are doing very well, the boys that are facing death on a daily basis are not properly fed. So you see some kind of hypocrisy when we come around and we say, oh, we salute our gallant, our valiant soldiers who are giving up their lives to protect the country. Their welfare is important. Whether you're talking about the Air Force or the Nigerian Army, they belong to the same armed forces protecting this country. And the person who made the point that repentant terrorists, repentant in quotes, are better fed, that about 604 million naira has been spent on those ones to provide Ashwebi to give them pepper soup, give them jollof rice, and organize events for them. But the people who are trying to defend this country, look at the kind of food that they are served. Food not even fit for a dog. Some people who keep dogs in their homes, they feed them better than this. Prisoners abroad, in those countries where they have prisons and the prisons are functioning, they eat better than this. So the soldiers, it's not just about those in the war front. Those that are even outside the war front who have come on television to say that they buy their uniforms themselves. They buy their boots themselves to go and face better equipped terrorists. I think that this should be investigated to ascertain that it is true. The defense headquarters owes us an explanation to tell us if indeed this is the kind of miserable nutrition arrangement for our soldiers who defend this country under difficult circumstances. Many of them, the police, the other day, policemen said their barracks have not been provided for. We have not had any feedback in that regard. So it will amount to sheer hypocrisy on the part of government to say that these soldiers should defend this country, the policemen should enforce the law, and yet their welfare is not properly taken care of.
Absolutely.
We must see a difference. And if there is a difference, you will not see this kind of video. I don't think that this is sheer propaganda.
Okay.
And I make that point because in the protocols for both the military and police and other services, whether it's immigration or any other of the services, they have a rule that as a soldier, as a serving officer, if you have a complaint, the place to go is not social media. You can report to your superiors. But we have seen these officers out of desperation and frustration going to social media to say this is our condition.
Right.
Because of the quality of food given to the army, he raised a concern about it. He said that the bandits are more motivated than our army. Poor pay and even poor dieting. Justice Chidebere Mark, also known as Justice Crack, has been remanded in prison, waiting trial. Now, is it a crime for you to speak up for democracy? Is it a crime? Is it a crime for you to speak up for the welfare of the citizens? Is it a Nigerian armies are first Nigerian citizens? They are first Nigerians. So a public concern can be raised if the welfare of the army are not being taken care of properly. The welfare of the army is being budgeted from the taxpayers' money. So why can't it be an issue of public concern? What the army would have done is to come out and either debunk it or call to order the people in charge of the welfare of the army. So the army leadership and the architecture has to come out and either debunk it or make amends. Why are you prosecuting a young man that spoke up for you? Is that how bad Nigeria has become? Watch this video.
Nigerians are not angry enough! Nigerians are not angry enough! Nigerians are not angry enough! Today is justice! Tomorrow it will be you! Tomorrow it will be your sister! Your brother! Nigerians are not angry enough! Justice has dried up! What have we done?
Free Justice Crack. It is not a crime to speak. It is not a crime to raise a public concern. The army, the whole budget of the security outfit is funded by taxpayers' money. So every well-meaning Nigerian have the right to raise a concern if things are not going well. It might be an internal affair, but a whistleblower in a country has the right to whistleblow any sector or part of the country. This does not contravene any cyber law or cyber crime act because this is the truth.
We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. Call the minister. Let them call the minister. Let them call the minister. Let them call the minister. to see the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister.
What was the ruling?
I don't know.
Why did they take him?
I don't know. I was going inside. We want to see the minister. Stop running. We must see the minister. We must see the minister. Nigerians, we are the Federal Ministry of Justice. We are the Federal Ministry of Justice. We are Nigerians. We are citizens and not refugees. Justice Park has done nothing. Justice Park has done nothing. We want to see the minister. It is our right. Protest is our right. Protest is a fundamental human right. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. If you're in Abuja, come outside. If you're in Abuja, come outside. They must free Justice Park. This is wickedness. Nigerians, we need you.
Nigerian army, shame on you. Yes. Una carry person come court to remand them for prison. Person wey say make they feed army well. The person wey chop the money where they supposed to use feed officers, wetin una do am. The criminals who steal their money are in office. The people wey say make una use money feed officers well, make they get power to feed fight insurgency. Una carry and come court. Nigerians, I will share the charges where army carry Justice Park come court. The frivolous charges say you circulate video that can incite the people against the military. The TikTok videos where terrorists they share with the ransom where they collect, it no incite people. Now the one where talks about the feeding aware, only people Nigerian army, you have gone too low. Our law enforcement agents are demoralized. Nigeria today, terrorists are more motivated than military officers. We say take care of your officers, you they carry them go court. Una know they shame Nigerian armed forces. You are insisting that they should charge a boy to court. Justice Abdul Malik say make the remand am till 25th of May. You want to deny bail am? He go come out.
He must
Nigerian justice go come out. You cannot crack justice. I will share the charges. I will share what Nigerian federal government army they carry an innocent citizen go court for. I will show you people. Make una read laughable charges what our Nigerian APC military has done to.
This cannot count as a charge of felony or treason. Bandits are openly threatening people, posting it on social media. And you cannot track the locations of the bandits, but you are able to track the location of an ordinary innocent citizen. You kidnap him, forceful kidnapping. You held him for 3 days against his constitutional right, against to his right of freedom of movement, to his right of dignity of the human person, to his freedom of speech, freedom of association with his family. This is a man that has 2 kids and a wife. You kept him away in poor conditions. So the army architecture, the army leadership has already broken the law. Why would you keep him away from his family? Why would you hold him without charging him to court, without transferring the matter to the civil institutions? You held him. Is Nigeria a zoo? A country that has law and order, and you guys are not following the rule of law? Between someone who is raising a public concern about the poor feeding and living condition of the Nigerian army and the army themselves being treated poorly inside there, who is more of a threat to national security? Who is more of a threat to national security? Tell us. The Minister of Justice, tell us. The Attorney General of the Federation, tell us why this young man cannot be granted bail. Why this young man should be held against his will, against his fundamental human right as a Nigerian. Power is transient. Power is transient. All of you will die one day. Everybody will die one day.
There's been a series of steps. One was to identify who kidnapped him, and we found out it was the Nigerian army, despite their denial and efforts to deflect from that criminal act. After we were done with that, and they didn't respond, we traced his car to their compound and found out he's been badly maltreated and tortured. So eventually they collaborated with their friends in the DSS, transferred him, I think 2 nights ago, to the DSS. And upon realizing that there will be a protest today, the DSS then presented him to his lawyers yesterday as a proof of life. We heard that they plan to bring him to court this morning. But the question is, to try him for what exactly? So we have asked them to release him unconditionally. There's going to be a protest this morning ahead at the defense headquarters or the defense house. And the protest will then move to the DSS because these are co-conspirators in the criminal kidnapping of a whistleblower. And so that's where we are. But we have sent a strong message to the DSS to make sure they release him unconditionally today. I will follow up after I'm done with court.
But posterity will never forgive some of you. You have children, generations to come will remember this. And history shall vindicate the just. Because what is the meaning of this? Let's look at the case very well.
Terrorist. A person is being questioned and detained for speaking up for military welfare, and as we are talking, there are reports that an officer has been dismissed for that complaint. Are military laws made for the officers, or are the officers made for the laws? Why is it always a reaction? There could be a simple response. If you know as a military that you are doing better, put out the information and debunk it. Say, no, this is wrong, this is what we are doing, and it takes away or answers that question. So when we got to the DSS, they have not told us whatever are the allegations. We met with the director of investigation. They said they have done their investigation, took his statements, which were clear on what he does. He said he's a national social crusader. He speaks up on issues that affect Nigerians, including the military, who he believes are Nigerians and have a right for better treatment, because a well taken care of military is a well protected nation, and nobody should turn a blind eye when our servicemen are seen not to be taken care of. They told us that they will call the lawyers and we will will get a call by today. They have not indicated clearly that they are charging him to court. We are hoping that the DSS will do the right thing because they have proven to even be more level-headed. At least he has stated clearly that the kind of treatment he's getting in the DSS is way better compared to what he got from the military, and that they seem to be, more cooperative. They have taken his gadgets, they have done all the assessment, they have done a recorded, interrogation of him. We are hoping and calling on the DSS to release him immediately, unconditionally, and we will not cease fire. We will be out on the streets today. Justice Mark Chidebere must be released, and the damages that were done to him by the military must be repaid, because every step legally that we must take, we will take it, so that the military does not feel or have the right to do this kind of thing next time. If not, this precedence will be set and no civilian or no person will be able to speak up in this country.
A very close one. Justice crack. Are you doing? Very good. Well, you don't reduce it.
Very fine.
Fellow Nigerians, we are the federal high court Abuja. They are calling the DSS to come and pick us up. We die here. We know they go anywhere. We die here. They release justice for us. We die here. When they call the DSS, we are here. Anything will happen. We will not good time for the life. We die here. We know they go anywhere. We go nowhere. We are the federal high court in Abuja. They are calling the DSS to come and arrest someone. They switched off the lights. Tag everybody, tag them all. Anything to us, the DSS kill us. Anything to us, the DSS.